Hi, I'm Karina, and today we're gonna view the 5 focus phases that we learned in class. So, focus stands for formulating the plan, and the different principles are message, audience, and sketches. And then organize is the next step, which is organize the layout. And you look at the shape, the proximity, and the alignment. Then you have to look at the contrast. When you contrast the elements, you look at asymmetry, value, and color. After that, you have to unify the parts, which is repetition, rhythm, and gestalt. And then you have to simplify the message, which is evaluation, elimination, and communication. Now we'll analyze 10 different products, good and bad, in which we will apply the focus phases and their principles to. So for focus phase 1, I chose to do the message, and we're going to be taking a look at the central message of 2 different products. So the first product I chose was a good example, which is animal crackers, because it's in the very center. You can tell what it is, and yeah, I just like the shape of it too. And then a bad example I feel like is Hellman's Spicy Mayonnaise dressing. You can't really see mayonnaise because the spicy is so big, which I get they want to exaggerate that, but you can't really tell it's mayonnaise. Next, we're going to look at alignment, which is in the organized phase. So, the first one I have is this Truff marinara. You can tell it's straight on, it's all the way down. I know it's not very proper to align or write words like straight down, but you can tell what it is from that, and it just has really good straight alignment. A bad example is this Kellogg's Special K red berries, because it's more of a staggered alignment, not necessarily straight on. Okay, and then we're going to look at the focus principle of asymmetry. So through asymmetry, you contrast the elements because of the use of unpredictable and dynamic balance. So a good example of this is organic strawberry mango tea, because it's not necessarily straight on. You see the fruit on the other side and the words more on the left, so it's a little bit staggered. And then a bad example would be the chocolate chip, because it's more centered, and even the Betty Crocker symbol is more towards the center. Next, we will look at color within the contrast phase. Color controls the perceptions of hues and lights. And we're going to look at red, yellow, and blue, which are subtractive colors and primary colors. And a good example of this is the strawberry Pop-Tarts, because their use of yellow, red, and blue, and like even in the sprinkles and throughout their brand. And a bad example is Funfetti, because I feel like the colors are kind of all over the place. I know it's more of a rainbow brand, but it doesn't go with the red, green, and blue, or red, yellow, blue colors. Lastly, we will check out simplifying the message with elimination by removing clutter to simplify and clarify. And this, I have a good example of Lay's chips, because everything is kind of spaced out. It's not very cluttered. You can tell what it is, and it's a very well-known brand as well. Bad example of this is the Dairy Queen Fuego potato chips. And I feel like there's just a lot going on with the color and the symbols and the wording. It's not all straight, there's some curvature. So I feel like it's not a very good example of it. But thank you, and have a nice day.